All right, so I had some people talk to me about they wanted to know how I did just some videos real quick for TikTok and YouTube shorts and stuff like that. So I'm just going to run through doing one. I had already picked out a replay of a video that I'm going to use. There is some swearing in this, so I'm going to have to go back through and not only edit the swearing out of my video, but also out of the video I'm going to show you. So it'll be all kinds of editing, but we'll see how it goes. So basically what I did is I have all these videos and I keep all these replays and stuff that I get from my OBS. So you can drag them in like this, or you can click import and go to it, but I'm just going to drag one in here. So this is the video that we're going to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and drag this into my timeline. I'm using CapCut, by the way. This is the desktop version. It's downloadable. It's free. It's very, very easy to use, and it's very, 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 very powerful. Lots of stuff. Media, audio, text, stickers, effects, transitions, filters, adjustments, and templates, and all kinds of stuff. You know, these are for TikTok. These are intros, outros, all kinds of stuff. But I'm not going to go in exactly what, everything that TikTok can do. I'm just going to show you what I usually do. So this is the video that I'm going to be using. I'm going to bring the audio down on my speaking a little bit here. So what I usually do is I'm making a TikTok video, and you can see up here to the top that this is not for TikTok. So you click ratio here, you click 9:16, click that, and it gives you this. Now, some people do just this and they leave it, and that's fine. I don't feel that that looks very good. So what I do is I like to split it up, and I like to have me at the top and me at the bottom and the video at the top. And it just, cuts off both sides of the video. So the first thing you do is you got to duplicate your video. If you don't duplicate your video, it makes it very, very difficult afterwards. This is going to be me, and this one here is going to be the main video. So let me get to a spot where, okay, we can see both me and we can see the main video. I'm going to bring this down a little bit so you can see this a little bit better. So again, top is actually the bottom one. This is going to be my face, and this one here is going to be the main video. So the reason I'm saying you want to duplicate it first is because if you don't duplicate it, what I'm going to do right now, you will have to do for every cut that you do in a video. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the main video, and I'm going to crop out my face so only my face is being shown. Now, CapCut does have a little bit of an issue cropping out content. It only allows you to go so small. So I do top and side for my face, and you can see that there's a little bit more black down here to the bottom, and I can't really crop that out just because of how this is. It's a free program, so it can't be perfect. So I can confirm that, and you can see that my face is now the size of the video there, and you can see that I've got my nice outline here. Now if I wanted to, I could go back in and crop it, but I don't like to spend a lot of time on these, so I try to get the content out as quickly as possible. Now for the bottom one, I'm also going to resize this right now, and you can see that it's just cutting off the sides. And if you use this scale over here on the side, it helps you to see, like up here at the top, there's black, down here it's black. We're going to try to get this as close as possible, and I'm just going to use this to adjust and try to get it into the center so the top black lines and the bottom black lines are the same. And I'm just going to keep on scaling it, and you can see that I have a little bit more black line down here. So I'm gonna reduce that a little bit more and scale it up so that no black lines on top or bottom, and then I have the center of apex, and I have me here. Now this is bothering me, so I'm going to fix it. The crop. So I'm going to go back down to my bottom video here, and I'm going to recrop it. Ah, no. Yeah, there we go. Crop. I'm going to try to get that left-hand side. Okay, that looks good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring that down a little bit and bring it over to the left a little bit, just so I have my nice border and it looks nice. Okay, so there we go. So now what I want to do is you want to try to keep your videos at least under a minute, because if it's over a minute, you can't do it on a YouTube short. So you can see that we got a lot to cut out here, and I know we have a lot to cut out. So I'm not worried about that. So I'm going to start playing this. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to start it. Yeah. I'm going to use my control scroll wheel down here so that I can zoom in and you can see my audio bars. Oh, here's something else I'm going to do. For this top video, okay, for this video here, and you see this video here, you see that there's two different audios. Those will actually lay over top of each other and sound like crap. So we have to get that audio out of there. So I'm going to right click on this video. I'm going to extract the audio from it. And then I'm just going to delete it. I just selected it with my mouse and I click delete on the keyboard. And you can see that this no longer has audio. Only this bottom one has audio. So you just need one of the clips to have audio. You don't need to have both of them have audio. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that. Okay. So you want your videos to automatically go in and not have a lot of fluff at the beginning. You want somebody saying something really quickly off at the beginning. You want to capture your audience. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring this over here. Okay, right there like that. I'm just using this mark here to say where I'm going to cut my video. Now I'm going to do Control A, which selects all my videos, and I'm going to do Control B. And you can see that it cut both of the videos, and now there's a line there. I now have 4 separate videos. So I'm going to get rid of these first 2. I'm going to select them. I'm going to click delete. And you'll notice that this kind of moved forward. So just grab this one and move forward with it too. Now you can go over here and start messing with turn off main track magnet. And you can turn that off. And I'll show you what that does. So main track magnet is over here. You can see my cursor. If you turn that off and I select and delete these, you notice that it doesn't pop around. So it might be good to turn that off. I do like having the auto snapping on because it will snap the videos together, and turning off and on linkage is good too. I don't turn on preview access, and I'm not recording anything, so I'm not going to do anything there. You can do the zoom to fit timeline if you want to do that, because remember how I scrolled in, you can click that to zoom in. But I like scrolling in because I like seeing what's happening to the video. Now, I'm going to select all of these, and I'm just going to bring this back to the beginning. 406. Okay, you can see there's a lot of dead, and I couldn't do anything here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to cut this out. Or actually, I'll show you how to that's what I'll do. So I'm going to select all the videos again, Control A, and I'm going to go back to where I stopped talking. I'm going to cut both videos. I'm going to go back to the other part where I just started talking, and you can see that by looking at these little humps here. I'll make that a little bit bigger. Ow. Okay, so that I'm using this thing here. I'm sliding it up and down to make my volume less or more. So I'm going to select all the videos again. I'm doing Control A for that, or you can do it. You can do this. And in fact, I'm going to do that. If you click and drag below and come up over, you can see they highlight. Okay, now I'm going to move my marker, and I'm going to do Control B to cut both of them. And now you can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different videos. Now we're not going to delete these. We're just going to make them shorter. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go up to, I'm going to select, I think I might be able to select both of these. Yeah. So I'm going to select both of these. I'm going to go to speed, and I'm going to say that my speed on this is going to be 5 times. Now you can see that my time for that went down way, way smaller. So I cut out a big chunk of time. Okay. So that way people aren't getting, in fact, you know what? I'm going to go a little bit faster. I'm going to go to 10 times. People don't care that you're sitting there for a long time. You just want to make it noticeable that you've been sitting there for a long time. So I moved the other 2 videos. I selected both of them, just drag them over, and the snap actually allowed them to just snap next to each other. And wow. I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to select these. I'm going to cut them again. I'm going to go to where the next part is. Nope. Dead. Better not. Okay, I'm going to select both of these. I'm going to do my Control B. I lost both my selects. There we go, Control B to select both of them. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go up to the speed, and I'm going to take it up to the 10 times. And then I'm going to select both of these and drag it back over. Okay, so what we have now is this. Speed. Wow. Speed. Dead. Better not fucking take my points away. I'll kick you in the dick. Okay, so obviously there's some spots there that I need to edit out because there's words that need to be edited out. So I'm going to actually edit those out right now. Okay, so this part, I'm scrolling in so I can see the waveforms. This right here is the only one that I need to edit because this is the one that has the F word in it right here. So I'm going to click there. I'm going to click after the F word, and I'm going to, there. So now I can take this and I can actually minimize the audio on it. So if I play through this, so you can see that that's no longer there. So I'm going to do one more thing now, though, because I've been adding in an audio, a SpongeBob audio. I'm going to click import, and I have a selection of memes and stuff that I have. So I'm going to say SpongeBob dolphin sensor. I'm going to say okay. And I'm going to take Mr. Dolphin sensor here that I got up there, and I'm going to drag it down. Now you can see that the dolphin sensor is really long, right? But I only need a chunk of it to cover up this section right here. In fact, I might go a little bit before it. Like that. I'm going to select this bottom one. I'm going to do Control B, which is going to cut the beginning of that sound. I'm going to go a little bit further. Select that sound again, Control B to cut it, and then delete that out. So now I have this. So it's very simple, very effective, and it works well. Okay, so we got another swear word here that I'm going to edit out. And you want to edit out your swear words, you know, even though you don't feel like they're an issue, the platforms don't like them. So now I edited out that one. I did a select. I controlled bead. I got rid of. Took the audio clear down. Now that I have this dolphin sensor, I'm going to Control C, or you can right click copy, and you can see all of these deletes. Control X, backspace, V, Alt G. You can see that all these have the keyboard things. Control C, Control V, just like any other program. So I'm going to Control C this so that I can copy that. I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to place my cursor here and paste. And you can see that it just showed up. Now, you can see that this one here is a little bit longer than what my other one was. What's cool about this is I can actually expand it after I deleted it because it knows what the clip is. So you can see that my cursor kind of went to a right-hand bracket. And if I go over here, it's a left-hand bracket. But if I go right here where it shows me that bracket, I can click and drag that out to make it a little bit longer. So I got this. Okay, so there we go. Okay, I'm going to zoom back out because I'm going to have to go to some slow speed. I'm going to have to increase the speed again because you can see there's a lot of dead room. I'm not even going to... I'm not going to save any of this because it's not relevant really to the whole situation. So this is where I start talking about my abandon penalty. So I'm going to select these guys because I want to cut them together so that they stay together. And now I'm going to take this, and this is where I did the, I want to do the speed again. So I'm going to go up to speed. I'm going to drop this up to 10 times again. So now you got this nice little selection here. Now I'm going to zoom back out so I make sure I select everything. Again, that's Control Zoom. That's Control mouse wheel up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up, down. Now I'm just going to select these two, and I'm going to drag them back over here, and they're going to clip back together. So now these are all together. Take my points away. I'll kick you in the dick. I got an abandoned. What the fuck? I got an abandon. I got minus 100. Fuck you. And I got an abandonment penalty. Son of a bitch. Okay, and that's where I'm just going to stop the clip. Okay, so I'm going to actually select both of these. I'm going to do the Control B. I'm going to delete this. So there we go. And again, so we got some more stuff to get rid of. I got an abandon. I got minus 100. Fuck. Okay, so here we go. So this is the swear word right here. Okay, so I'm gonna again just select the bottom one because that's all I need to cut. I don't need to cut the top one because that's the other video. And plus we ripped the audio out of the other video, so there's nothing there. Okay. So now that I have that cut out, I'm going to use my Control C again to copy the dolphin noise. I'm going to bring it over here, paste it in, expand it a little bit so it's past an abandonment penalty. Son of a... Okay, so here is the other. So I'm going to select that, Control B, Control B. I'm going to get rid of that sound. I'm going to copy that. I did something here. So I accidentally clicked B, and it gave me the split, which is just, if you look, you can see that it's a razor. So anywhere I click, it's going to split. I'm using Control Z. I'm going to undo all those now. Undo, undo, undo. So over here to the left, you can see there's select, there's split, there's select for left and select right. This right here is also undo. This is redo. Be very careful with both of those. Split, delete left and delete right. These are actually very powerful. I wasn't going to show these, but I'll show them real quick. So I'm going to switch over to select again. Now watch this. If I select this and I move my cursor over here, right? And I'm saying, okay, this is where we're going to do this. I can click delete right, and it'll actually just delete the stuff off of there. So I didn't have to do what I did before. So that's actually really powerful. But I'm going to go back to my select and go back to that spot. Okay, so let's go back and find my dolphin noise, copy. I'm going to select before, paste it, and I'm actually going to shrink this one up a little bit. It's a little bit long. Okay, so I took something that was really freaking long, and I've got it almost to only 32 seconds long. An abandonment penalty. Son of a... Okay, so I leave it so that it's very abrupt at the end. It's done. That's it. We've basically completed this. Now, you can do all kinds of other things. Like you can import, here, like, you know what? I'm actually going to put this on at the end. I'm going to put this guy who's crying. I think that'll actually be kind of funny. So I'm going to cut that up so that it's a little bit shorter. Okay, and I don't want it to go too long. So again, I'm going to try that. What was that, W? I can't do that right there. So if I just put my cursor there and do W, it just cut off the right-hand side. Now, you can take this and make it bigger so it covers the whole thing. Penalty. Son of a... Okay, so that's how I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. I don't know that I want to mess. I do want to bring this audio back down a little bit. Now, if you want to mess with the audio for all the things in the center to make sure that everything has the same audio, you notice I'm going to click here and I'm going to drag through this whole thing. And now I can go up here to audio and I can actually adjust the audio for everything on all of that. You can see that moving up and down. Look down here while I'm moving it back and forth. You can see it's going up and down. So I'm going to, you see how it's peaking? You got those red sections. That means it's peaking. That means it's going to be too loud. So I'm going to just bring it down to those just disappear. Just a little bit like that. So that should be good. I'm actually going to go into this one here. I don't think I cut out. Oh, so whenever I did that, it went through and I'm glad I'm actually looking at this. It went through and adjusted all my videos on my SpongeBob sections. I was like, that really had a lot of audio in there. Okay, so I'm going to go through and get rid of those audio sections again. Now, there is a lot more stuff that you can do with this. You can do text. There's a bunch of presets and stuff. You can do effects. Oh, you know what? That's what I'll show you. This is a really cool thing that really I've only seen. There's a lot of programs that'll do this, but I love how this one does it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go here, and you can see that it says auto caption, right? I'm going to click that, and I'm going to say go ahead and create. And it is going to go through and capture everything that you have as best as it can. And then you can go through and modify it. Let it do its thing. So You can barely see it there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my cursor. I'm going to select just this first one here. All of these are all tied together. So if you change one of these, it'll change all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and click on one of these presets. I usually don't like the presets. I'm not going to do a preset. So what I usually do is I like green. Green's one of my favorite colors for text. I'm going to bold this. I'm going to change this from system, and I like Roboto. That's a font that I have installed on my computer. I'm going to increase the font size so that it's bigger. And I'm going to bring this up so that it's just over top of my face. Down here is where the text is on almost all programs. So I don't like to cover up the main area, and I like to have the text. All right, so I got the font size. I've got the color. I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to do a shadow. The shadows are always good. And I'm going to do a stroke. The stroke is what's around it, and you can control the thickness of it. You can control the color. That's hideous. I just like black. Black on the green. It stands out very nicely. Now, it's going to do its best to try to keep everything in there. No, it's not. So what we're going to do is now we're going to, and now that we look through here, you can see all of these changed whenever I changed that. And you can see, okay, so I'm going to click on this first one just to select the text. Now I'm going to go up here where it says text captions. So these are all the captions, okay? I'm going to go through and I'm going to click on these and I'm just going to press enter. And for the bad words, I'm going to, I'm just going to put something like that. And you can press, I thought you could press Alt Enter. Yeah, now you can do Control Enter to make it go to the next row. So I'm going to do Control Enter for that. It better not take my points away. I'm going to split that up. Any one of these that are like really big, I'm going to split that up. I'm going to go ahead and edit out that. That's not too bad. You know, I'm going to try to keep it within like this about this line here. It's going to automatically go through and change everything alongside the video. So I'm gonna actually cut this piece off here. This son of a. I'm gonna cut that. Delete this. I'm gonna bring this back up here. So now I have it together. Back through this and edit this for you guys. All right. So okay. So there we go. So now all the text are put back together. I'm going to use this little click here. Remember the Shift Z if you want to, but it brings everything back together. So now we have this wonderful thing. We're done. Dead. Better not fucking take my points away. I'll kick you in the dick. I got an abandoned. What the fuck? I got an abandoned. I got minus 100. Okay. Now, did you pick that up? It actually picked up what the people said in the background. That was that we can barely even hear. Okay, so that actually makes me think that something else is going to be able to pick that up. So I'm gonna zoom in, and I'm going to cut this where that person said something. You can barely see. Okay, maybe not. Oh, no. Okay, so it was right here. So I'm going to cut that. I'm going to bring that down the whole way. Now I have to go see what a neighboring one was for audio. So I'm going to click one on the side here because I just edited this audio and brought both of these up. So I got to bring them back down. Audio was at minus 7.1. So I'm just going to copy that, come over here, hit that, press it, and that should bring it. And I'm going to bring this one back over here. Okay, so see, that one was at 14. There we go. I got an abandoned. I got minus 100. Okay, so I got to go through and edit that. I didn't see that one. Okay, so that kind of looks like ass right now. So I'm going to go back up to the text, and I'm just going to bring the size down one. There we go. So now that will edit everything else. So we have to be careful. We have to go back through and watch again. There we go. I just did the control enter on that. So let's go back through and watch it. Ping is a 406. Wow. Nope. Dead. Now, what's interesting here is we really don't know what just happened. So I'm gonna put a piece of text here. I'm gonna add text. I think there's a fire one if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and if you see things that say pro on them, like up here, those are not with the free one. Or I'll say Apex crashed. And again, I'll do actually that was shift enter. I'm gonna take this, make it a little bit bigger. I think, yeah, I can actually spin this a little bit just for the, the wonderful thing about it. So now I can go into the animation and I can say loop and I can click on this. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay, that's obnoxious. That's a pro, so I can't use that one. Okay, so now that I just applied this looping animation, I can actually change the speed of that animation here. So you see how it's really fast now? So now if I take this and I bring it up to, let's say, 1.2 seconds. There we go. That looks decent. So I'll keep that. All right, so let's check this out. Ping is a 406. Wow. Nope. Dead. Better not can take my points away. I'll kick you in the dick. I got an abandoned. I got an abandoned. I got minus 100. Okay, so my minus 100, I screwed that up because I undid that. So I'm going to press enter, shift enter again on that to get that in the center. Minus 100 to you, and I got. Okay, so I'm going to go into this one, and I'm going to go back into the captions, and I'm going to press. I'm going to delete the I there. I'm going to move this down. I'm going to say I here. I got, and I'm just going to do enter here, so that it's all together. Damn it! I'm going to stretch this out a little bit so that the font has more room to play with. You see how I'm using this? You can use these up here, these down here, but I like using the center ones just to go stretch it back and forth. And again, like I said, you can take these and kind of like rotate it, and then all will be rotated. Minus 100 to you, and I got an abandonment penalty. Son of a. All right, I'm done. I'm not going to mess with this anymore. What am I up to? I'm up to 36 minutes. Holy shite! I didn't think it'd take that long, but I was explaining a lot more to what I was doing, so that took a little bit longer. So now that we're done, I'm going to go ahead and click save. I just did Control S to click save. I go up here to export, and here is where you can choose how big you want it to be. I only do 1080p, and I'm going to say penalty. I'm sure that's not how you spell penalty, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send it to my video. You can do 60 frames, 50 frames if you want to. I might actually do 60. Your current rate is the same as your project. Changing it affects the video quality. So I'm going to say no, just keep it at 30. Okay, so I'm going to save this. H6264, I did custom, and I set the KBS to 16,000. I set it to a static bit rate. It makes a much better video. So I gave it a name. I know where it's going to save. Make sure you know where it's going to save. You export it, give it a frame rate, make sure it's MP4. I hate MOVs, never do MOVs, and export. Here's the thing. It's already exported because this thing is so smart that it knows how to export these things on the fly. It literally has everything saved in memory, if you have enough memory. I don't know if everybody will do this. So this thing will automatically upload to TikTok. You can see I have EdPhonez Gaming. I'm going to say Apex. Always use hashtags, hashtag Apex, and take time to figure out what hashtags are good. Apex memes is a good one. And I'm going to say penalty. I'm going to make sure I think if you misspell things in this, okay, it doesn't care. I want to make sure penalty is spelled correctly. It is. Okay. Penalty, hashtag rank, hashtag fail. Another one is For You page, FYP. That's a good one. And if you're using CapCut, make sure you put CapCut in it. It will actually boost your stream 100%. Make sure you change your thing to public so other people can see it. If you're ready to actually push it out, make sure people can allow the comment duet and stitch share. It's automatically uploading to my TikTok. I should have put hashtag EdPhonez in here. I keep on forgetting to put that in there. I might have. Oh well. So here's my folder. So I'm going to try to do this really quick because my wife is here. I'm going to jump over to my YouTube now. I'm going to click on create, upload a video. I'm going to drag my penalty in here. Looks like you're uploading a short. I sure am. Hashtag Apex. Hashtag Apex clips. Hashtag EdPhonez. Hashtag rank. Penalty. WTF is what I'm going to put. You also want to choose playlists are good. You then want to make sure you have tags in here. I'll go ahead and add tags in later. I'll go look at something else. Okay, so I'm back real quick. I'm going to do a finish to the end of this video real quick. So YouTube. I go and say Apex Legends. I do a click for shorts. I do a look for this week. And I say sort by view count. This one here. I just want shorts, so I'm going to say under 4 minutes. There we go. We'll take this. This is Apex Legends Rat. So I'm going to copy this video URL. I'm going to go to here and I'm going to say YouTube short tag extractor. And I like this one. I think it's Tomb Pocket. I think that's the correct one. Paste this in here. Say I'm not a robot. Get the tags. Copy these to clipboard. Who cares if it doesn't match up? Fine. I always like to put my name in here. There we go. So that is in there. That all looks good. You do not put in, yes, it's made for kids. Do not put that it's a paid. You can do automatic chapters, doesn't matter, it's a short. Game title, Apex Legends. I always hold inappropriate comments. I click next. In the ad suitability, I say abbreviated or censored profanity, like, and that'll allow you to allow to run ads. Click next. And oh no, I did unlisted. I got to go back through and change that. Edit. Got to make sure it's public. Done. And it's all set. That's it. So like, subscribe. Might do more of these if you guys like them. Let me know.